Hey everyone, my name is Sammy, and welcome back to my next episode in my Stream Theory playthrough of Assassin's Creed 4, where I will be playing the game live while also providing analysis and commentary at the same time. So, last part, if I remember correctly, we were just about to hit a mission. Yeah, okay, it saved us, I guess, at the nearest island, I suppose. Which is not that bad. Headed straight there. I think there was nothing else I had planned, at least not in this area. And as you know, I don't really like using the fast travel, so in theory, I could fast travel to a different area on the map and then, do some random stuff there. But because I like doing, just the regular sailing from place to place, and most of the activities in the general area are already complete. That leaves only the main mission. I'll get straight on to that. It's probably worth noting, I think, while we're beginning here, that I am back down to a reduced schedule compared to what I was in the summer months. Summer months I was able to maintain like five days a week, all the weekdays. That was really fun when I was able to maintain that, but current demands mean that I can't keep that up. I have to go back down to a 2 to 3 day a week sort of schedule. Alright, gotta these guys after me. While they're separated, I think it's still best to use these mortars. Super awesome. Okay, I gotta activate. Oh boy. Not a lot of room to maneuver here. Fortunately. As long as I can keep the pressure on, I think I'll be okay. I think the main thing that's been giving me trouble here is actually the close quarters. They depend on, larger area to allow me to move around. So many islands here, that's gonna be a lot of trouble. So I'll continue some commentary when I actually get back to a quieter area. Let's focus on this battle here. Alright, let's board this now. Definitely have to repair. Thought I would be able to deal with this a little bit better. Things quickly go out of control, as they do sometimes. That's alright, I think I can recover from this. The thing I'll talk about while I'm getting warmed up here, talk about where we are in the story. Last time, as far as I remember, back at Nassau, a new governor representing the British government came in to enforce something called the King's Pardon, which King George is enforcing on the Caribbean islands as a means to counter the threat of piracy, regain control over Nassau specifically. Kenway didn't like this King's Pardon, so he devised a plan to get off of the island. Break through a blockade, and that's where we are now. Just getting on to the next mission. Can't quite remember exactly what that mission was about, or what's coming up. Let's prepare. I can look that up in the menu. That's essentially where we are right now. And it looks like we have, in the form of that governor, a new like short-term sort of antagonist. I don't know if, well, I can't make that claim. I don't know, he might be a longer-term antagonist. We just have to see how this game actually handles that part of the story. Okay, one more boarding ship here. Normally these, alright, let's just finish this guy off here. Let's need 2 shots. Or two guys to go down. Yeah, so that governor who took over Nassau, game is presenting him as like a sort of antagonist. I don't know how long term it is his role in the story will be, but we'll see. At least we have some sort of goal going on. The plot is picking up somewhat. So prepare again. Go back up to 3. These ships are mainly good for resources. They're usually not that great for capturing anyway. The hunter ships, the ships out in the wild, are much better for capturing. So let me check out that story progress tracker. The British invasion, in which the Templar and now Governor Woodes Rogers arrived in Nassau with the Commodore Peter Chamberlain with the aim of scrubbing the city of its piratical influence. In response, it was then that Benjamin Hornigold did take the pardon graciously and fell under the sway of charismatic Rogers. By contrast, here did Edward Kenway, Charles Vane, and Calico, Jack Rackham, resolve to take flight, leaving denizens like the Irish and Bonny to live once more under the British yoke. And it was here that the Commodore Chamberlain, no friend of the Templar Rogers, did concoct in order to sink all pirate ships in Nassau's harbor. It was prevented by our hero's blade from issuing such order, whereupon the remaining pirates did ignite a fire ship which sent the British blockade exploded with so great a fury as to allow our hero to escape. So basically, a longer, more detailed version of my recap. I already said, but it doesn't give us a hint as to what is upcoming in our next mission here. Not entirely sure what that's going to be about. Those details were said, as we were leaving in the last part of the last mission. It's tough to remember that stuff all the time. But we'll see that stuff again once we start up the main mission here. I'm curious once again to finally get down to the southwestern portions of this Caribbean area, because those are the only portions of the map that we have yet to see. And I guess because of the importance of Nassau to the story, at least right now, that's why we're spending so much time in the northeastern part of the map. All I'm saying is, I think I'm quite ready to move on and finally explore that area of the map we haven't yet explored. Really nice. Get back there. Also explore some of the quadrants that I haven't fully explored yet. On the way, I'm sure on the way back there will be opportunities to do that. So let's start off with this mission finally. Get this going. Sequence 8. Looks like this will be an instance area, if I had to guess, because of the level load. An area that you usually can't get to normally from the main overworld map.
His mind's made up to stay, he says. It's a sodding. And hang all of you lot that follow this sorry bastard into obscurity. Man's a prick.
I know you're come to call me home, Kenway. Your faith in me is kind. And with Nassau done in, I feel I'm finished.
I'm not of the same mind, mate. But I won't begrudge you the state of yours.
You still looking for that sage fellow?
Aye.
Taking a prize a month back, I heard a man named Roberts was working a slave ship called the Princess. Might want to see about it.
The princess. Cheers, Thatch.
Well, don't sit there like a barrel of wet fish. We're celebrating my retirement! On court this man's breakfast!
Save us a few bottles, eh?
Alright. Good old tailing mission to start off a story segment, I suppose. Don't mind me. This is deliberately made to allow for you to blend in and out very quickly, place to place. So keep that in mind while you're tailing people. Of course, but since we've seen so many tailing missions, it's basically par for the course now. Nothing we really haven't seen, or anything too difficult to maintain.
Stay here. Shoot anything that moves.
Okay, now it's gone to an eavesdrop.
Sliced into his gullet before any word left his lips. Anybody? Don't think so, sir.
There's nothing, just the wind.
Don't think so, sir. But I reckon Kenway suspects something. He don't miss me.
Oh, I wanted to get this guard here. I don't know if it'll let me. My optional objective is to kill the 4 guards. Yeah, too late. There might have been other guards that I could have gotten. I probably shouldn't have went back for that guy. Okay. If I can actually get the optional objective before I do the actual eavesdrop mission, Alright, let's go right into this bush here.
Deserter among them who recall my face. I sliced into his gullet before any word left his lips.
Anybody see you?
Don't think so, sir. But I reckon Kenway suspects something. He don't miss much.
Tell me about
Turn around, dude. Why isn't this guy turning around?
Most too drunk.
Okay. I don't know why the guard had to be there. He was not there the last time around, so I guess it's kind of an unfortunate AI routine that happened. Okay. This one is like the given one. Give you this one for free, basically, and I guess I missed him before I got there.
There was a deserter among them who recall my face. There was a deserter among them who recalled my face. I sliced into his gullet before any word left his lips.
Anybody see you?
Don't think so, sir. But I reckon Kenway suspects something. He don't miss much.
Tell me about the beach.
A fair gathering.
Okay. So now, so far, so good.
That will suit our purpose.
Okay, what's going on? Why can't he?
What sort of man?
It's that, sir. At least that's what he calls himself. But he's a mad bugger.
Okay, now that should be 4 right here.
Details now. Stop talking in gibberish.
Well, sir, he likes his drink, for instance. He makes him queer. Takes the usual rum flip and fills it with half a weight of gunpowder to top it off.
Did I hear you right? He drinks gunpowder?
Aye, sir. Just for sure. And only last week, he rounded up a score of his...
Okay, it seems like an obvious path right here through to fly to keep up with these guys.
We just sat there like it was one of a million pits of hell and nothing less ordinary.
Good God! What the hell for?
Like to test his crew is all. He's out there fitness and what. Of course, it always turned out he was the fittest of the lot.
Thought for a moment I died there.
Bloody savages.
Have no fear, soldier. This will be the end of them. Come on. It's time. Quickly, send the signal. Remember all this day.
Okay.
What the devil?
Whoa, okay. That's something new. This is like a action sequence. Assassin's Creed occasionally has these sort of moments. Very linear, sort of action sequence, but okay, use heavy shot to incapacitate the man of war. There's the man of war. Alright, got to brace this ship. Holy shit. Okay, navigating this can be tough. Alright, got it with that. With the heavy shot as I hoped. So, considering all this mission, the tailing stuff is, I think in this particular mission, well designed. It's because the mission is one of those just deliberately linear ones, leading into like an awesome battle against the Man of War. By this point in the game, hopefully you can actually take on. So, talk about it a little bit more after. Right, we're in the midst of action right now, so it's gonna be tough to fully concentrate. Man, I can't even. Can't hit anything. Okay, so powder reserves. Where are the powder reserves? Oh, there's one. That angle. That's better. And there's one over. Let's see. Can I reach it? No. Okay, so 10 more crew to go.
I'll cleave your lengthwise. How you been doing, Edward, my lad? I'll not fall here today. Can you fight free, lad? Can you make it clear?
Okay, nice. Nice action sequence at the end there, fighting a man of war. Always enjoy that. I wonder if ship battle against the man of war is going to be par for the course now in the latter portions of the game. An actual like setback.
Where's the jackdaw?
I mean, it's like basic storytelling technique, script writing going on, but for this game, we haven't seen much of those elements to. The point where we can actually even appreciate basic storytelling script, because it's just not that type of game. Game is much more focused on freedom of exploring the open sea. The story is always secondary to that sort of gameplay. For the most part, that is a fine technique to, to produce a great experience. Produce a lot of experience that based on various seafaring and battle systems as you explore the open world. But for me personally, I enjoy a little bit more story direction, as I've said in the past.
He drinks damnation.
Hopefully I got all the optional objectives here. Alright, so this is an example of I suppose a sort of another linear type of mission. You're on a very set path, especially during that tailing mission. Beginning also with the eavesdropping. This is one of the more linear versions of those type of missions that we've seen so far. Other ones have been out in the open city, and you have various different ways to approach it. Here, because the path was so narrow, you basically have to read the environment and see the path that was basically laid out for you to follow. Like, obviously, you look at it, there's the path for the AI to go on the open, like their little trail, but there's also a set path of those stalking zone bushes for you to follow, for you to follow them while also being hidden. Very, very obvious sort of design when you really look at it, how linear that is. So, since it didn't last that long, it's more as a lead up to this latter portion of the area. I'm gonna say, yeah, I like the last portion of it because, but I don't think I'm gonna give it full marks for that mission. Again, this one was just an okay, I think. Just because of the tailing mission, the eavesdrop mission, there's an over-reliance on those type of missions in this game, and I think this one is a good example of that, especially how linear it is. But the final portion of it, when you're fighting that man of war, really good. Good story beat, a basic story beat, of a setback. Your friend Thatch, Blackbeard, dies there, and I think Kenway was trying to regroup with him because the pirates are facing hard times right now, and they need someone like Thatch to aid in that, or to aid in their fight back against the British, who are just trying to seize control and order in the Caribbean here. All right, so we have another example of the next mission being really far away. Let's see, I can go either direction here, I think. There are some quadrants to explore. I think I'm gonna head this way. What is a bull shark? Bull shark. Killer whale. Yeah, there's I haven't finished this one here, so I think on the way I'm gonna pick up some stuff. Bull shark, for instance. Alright, this is going to be tough because I have to start this off at low health, so hopefully I will find a way to repair really quickly before both of them get to me. Mortars are going to be instrumental. Just keep hammering them from afar. Right, so from a story perspective, as I'm saying that like a basic setback in terms of script writing, but because this game isn't focused on story, as I've said, it's actually a welcome change of pace by comparison to the rest of the experience. At least for me, I need it's finally good. It's good to finally see some some story moments that help us. Well, as far as that goes, I'm not sure I really feel any sort of true emotional connection to that character, just because the story has been so weak up until this point. There hasn't been a very strong reason to care about that character dying, which is a weird thing to say. That stuff really does depend on solid storytelling. Let's compare that to Assassin's Creed 3, because that is the most recent game before this one. Assassin's Creed 3 had a lot of solid characters that, because it had a much stronger story, it was able to build those characters up, allow you to build some sympathy with those characters, develop those characters to a point where you really do care about them when something bad happens to them. Even a lot of the bit characters, because you can explore them explore their storylines from like a side mission sort of perspective. Like a lot of your assassin recruits, for instance, you can learn about them through dialogue and whatnot, allowing you to develop some sort of emotional attachment to them. If anything happened to them in the story, you did feel that. Compare that to Thatch, who is supposedly a major character in the story, because the overall story is fairly thin. Even with his prominent appearance in this story, I didn't really feel much of a connection to Thatch, to Blackbeard, to the point where I felt all that much of a response to his downfall there. Okay, so glad I was able to repair there. Very important. Dealing with these. Oh dear, need to board. Okay, now I can board. There we go. Love being able to finish off the boarding before I even need to get on the ship. Okay, so repair. So I think the discussion of the story is warranted, even though the game isn't necessarily focusing on it, because as you can see, when the game tries to shift gears, when the story finally does pick up, then you see the problem with that sort of inconsistent method of storytelling. When the game wants you to try and care about the characters, well, it's kind of too late. Maybe the game should have been developing those characters and through a stronger story all along. Now when you want us to feel the emotional attachment, get nothing. Okay. Man, this ship was tough. I guess the problem there was that the game was trying to make us feel something for Thatch at all. And I guess I'm saying that because of its lack of development of that character through the fairly thin story, that it just ends up falling flat. Maybe the game would have been better off if it was more consistent. with its methods, sticking to that fairly thin story. They're allowing for freeform, more freeform experience. We've seen based on exploration and battle systems. That would have mostly fine. Alright, hold on, I'm trying to try and pick this back up. Man, Kenway is not reacting whatsoever. There we go. That's better. Try and finish my thought. Throw the smoke bomb here. Oh, I don't have any smoke bombs. There we go. Alright, so I'm trying to formulate some sort of assessment of this narrative, or what it's trying to do recently. The plot is thickening recently, in the recent set of missions. It's trying to pick up. But its relative thinness in the earlier portions of the game is kind of causing some sort of ripple effects, some consequences now. The game trying to make us care about Blackbeard's death here, Thatch's death, ends up falling flat because of the lack of character development up to this point. And I guess what I'm trying to say is the game should be one thing or another, and not try to be both. And those things are either a freeform, overworld-based experience where you're just sailing on your ship wistfully, doing a lot of these side missions, side quests, ambient seafaring battles, exploration, where the systems that maintain the overworld, by systems I mean like the AI of the ships, the weather effects, the ambient weather, a lot of that stuff. The hunter system that causes to always be on guard on the sea as you try to collect resources. Those systems and how they interact with each other create a sort of free-form experience, some sort of a dynamic experience that isn't necessarily narrative-based. And that's fine, because that's the type of game that this game wants to be. Like a systems-based overworld game with a lot of dynamic events, with a loose narrative sort of driving you forward slowly, giving you some sort of incentive to go around the map. But the thing is, when the game tries to shift gears, like I think it's doing right now, introducing heavier story elements, then we see that sort of jarring shift. See that jarring shift where events that you're supposed to care about, characters you're supposed to care about, you don't really care about yet because the game hasn't been building those elements up until now. You can't just suddenly make us care about those things on a whim. You have to build that stuff up over time. And I don't think Blackbeard has been built up enough for us to care about, have a really strong emotional attachment to what happens to him.
To larboard, sir! Float her here,
can tell that up until this point, dealing with him in missions, you can see that it was trying to build that stuff up. I just don't think it was strong enough, ultimately. Just because of how far apart and very slowly paced these missions are from a storytelling standpoint.
Let's hunt, lads.
Let's see how this goes on, if it's just like this particular set of missions that'll be...
That's it, lads! Steady!
It'll have that stronger narrative focus, or if it's gonna be for the rest of the game, where like this last portion of the game will have that stronger portion. I have a feeling that's the way it is, because
Give it the iron one more time!
it makes sense that at least towards the beginning and the middle of a game, that this sort of free-form experience, the dynamic experience, will allow you to just explore the game at your own pace, and then it just picks up the narrative for like the last, for the last dash, for the last home stretch. Perhaps for the last half to third of the game, I would guess. Let's see what I can actually craft now, or what I need to craft here. Did say I want to do more of the whaling and hunting because I need to be keeping up with my upgrades as far as my own person here, so crafting is unavailable at this time. I don't know why crafting is unavailable. Like, at least I can collect the things I need. Bull shark skin for darts. See what else is there. The best stuff is right here in the beginning. The humpback whale skin, deer hide, great white shark, hammerhead shark. Okay, so I think I liked more of these dart pouches. Killer whale skin. Look for the killer whale. Great white sharks are good. Alright, so let's see what we got here. There's a killer whale over here. Oh, that's a bull shark. Okay. What is this one? That's a killer whale. So I think what I want to do is, if I'm not mistaken, I think there's one treasure map I can pick up here in Havana, so I might as well pick that up on the way. I'm gonna check my treasure maps for now. Alright, so this, I believe, is in Havana. It's just the Queen Anne's figurehead. I don't think I really care about that one. Ray sails, aesthetic stuff, not that great. Keeler's wheel, elite harpoon. Okay, that's elite heavy shot storage. That's good. 901263. Elite fire barrel storage. Okay, so 901263. Check where that is on the map. I'll prioritize the upgrades that allow for so 901. Okay, so it's around here apparently. One in here. Aha, petite cavern. Maybe I'll just fast travel over there. Oh, there's some reason to come back here to this quadrant. I'll be around here sometime. So I don't need to fast travel to that one particularly. Okay, this one, next one, 50244. These are some other random ones. Elite fire barrel storage, 50244. Okay, so 50244, so it's like at the bottom of the map. Somewhere around here. Yeah, like there's gonna be something in this cove, and that's where the treasure map will be. Okay, so it's a place that I haven't explored yet. Those are the only maps that actually give me something. Explore. The one in Havana is just the aesthetic thing. Do I want to pick that up, or do I just not care about it? I think I'm just going to pick up the stuff, the treasure maps that actually provide a sort of a real benefit. A real benefit in terms of upgrades here. Okay, so these ships are going to keep on hounding me. Keep on the pressure. Oops. Trying to dock here. Come on, come on, come on. I'm trying to use the fire barrels here. Okay, that was pretty darn close. Turn around here. This other ship wants to pick a fight with me now. Perfect timing, of course. Try to get as far away as possible from it. I can board with this one. Lucky this ship kind of came out of nowhere. Whew, okay, repair. As quickly as possible, let's repair. Interesting how quickly these things run away from you.
It's a brig! Royal Navy! They're all alone, sir!
For some reason this ship wants to pick a fight with me. Okay, scouts up top there. Gotta get those guys. There we go. That worked out. Okay. Noticing I've been having a tough time actually maintaining those attack chains, the kill streak chains in this game. Sometimes I'm able to maintain one.
We now have the materials required to make the ship stronger, sir.
I think I lost aggro on the other ship, so that's, I guess, good news for me. Just finish off this boarding target and we can continue on.
Right. We got a hit! Goes off at me!
Another bad angle here. That was fairly pitiful, but oh well, keep on rolling with it. I'm getting a little bit better at this whole combat thing. I'm just not doing straight up melee combat, integrating a lot of air assassinations into it. Let's see. Might as well send this one to the fleet. Oh, here's a ship again. I don't think I will. It's just a level 17 ship. It's actually small fries. Just gonna ram it.
We're going to hit them! They're on the bowline to head! Guard to planks! All top!
Huh, no loot. It's pretty strange. Oh well. Okay, so ever closer. Next thing. I think maybe towards the end of the game, any sort of miscellaneous treasure maps that I didn't pick up that aren't like actual practical upgrade, practical weapons or upgrades for my ship, any sort of aesthetic or undefined treasure map, I will pick those up at the end of the game just by fast traveling, just to complete them. Not a bad plan. Something to be said about these empty spaces in games. I really do love these empty spaces. Allow you to just appreciate the world as it is. Appreciate the many sort of systems, AI. Keep everything together. Graphics, the various effects, every part of the world allows it to just keep running on its own. The old cliche is the whole living, breathing world. Description that's used very often for open world games. Hear that in pretty much every GTA game review. You'll see that living, breathing world sort of thing. A lot of that just boils down to, or what it really means are all these various systems that keep everything going, maintain what the overworld does and appears to you as a visitor to that world. My only thing about this game is that empty space can be great to a point, but as I've said before, there can be too much of a good thing. I think maybe this game has a little bit too much as far as empty space, especially if you do not use the fast travel system. Prefer a more immersive experience. You want to be in the character, traveling from place to place, not doing any sort of fast travel or skipping through time. Sometimes the empty spaces, just the sailing for sailing's sake, can be good enough as it is. Sometimes it's just too much. Rather have a little bit more to the experience on occasion. Have some more density to the activities that you do at times. Alright, so yet another hunter ship. Oh, that's not the hunter. Oh well. I have to deal with him now. There's the hunter ship.
Here it comes! Steady on!
Alright, so there's like a fog of war here.
Ready to fire, sir! Here it comes! Steady, lads! Fire!
I have to go this way. Bad news all around. You know what? If I can actually get to my fort over there, that'll help me out a lot.
Steady, lads! Enemy's firing! They're mine! Avoid them, sir! Fire! Fire! Here it comes! Steady, lads! Incoming fire! Fire! Get on enemies! Firing! Fire! Awaiting orders!
Yeah, that fort will help me out a lot, I think. There we go. Did waste a lot of ammunition on that, but I think just hanging around here will be a lot better. There's a mission that I want to get to in this fort. Do that now. Is there a sort of marketplace or harbor master? Yeah. Occasionally I think I need to go to that harbor master, fill up all my ammo. Let's see. Sugar and rum. Auto sell. Sell hunting goods. What can I actually sell? Currently have nothing apparently. Okay. Ammunition. Or actually, are there any upgrades I can do right now? Broadside cannons. And ram strength. Okay, broadside cannons, definitely first up. Should be enough. Let's fill up on ammunition. Mortars are definitely important. Say the fire barrels are less important, so have enough of those. So this is just on our way to the next mission. We're gonna do any sort of odds and ends that we haven't gotten to yet. This being one of them, this naval contract here. Realities of war, okay. Greetings, privateer. I am but a simple merchant, yet at times even merchants must wage war. I have engaged the services of various privateers to sink a fleet of so-called Spanish traders, who are in reality nothing more than pirates. Join our ranks, and may this be a glorious battle, signed Emil Vandergraaf. Okay. So I have to... It's a naval contract, right? So I have to do this. Now locate our allies.
Get those bars free. Let's see that dock.
Okay, so while these guys are coming, these hunter ships, I'm going to let my fort to take them down.
I think we've lost them, sir.
Yep, there we go. Plan is working out. Hopefully I'll be able to capture it.
And on some sand. Blew up! Blew up! Keep out of our cannon range! Drag them to that dude!
Really far away. Trying to get these guys. Okay. Probably should have saved this one for a repair, but too late now. I think I'm gonna need to lower my wanted level soon. Okay. Alright then. So, locate our allies.
As much sail as you can!
There they are. Pirate flag. Waving the pirate flag, those are our allies. I like missions in which you're... or sea-based missions where you're fighting alongside allies. Ones in which you're not trying to protect them necessarily, because that's like another form of escort mission. You have to hope that the AI doesn't fuck up for you. But when you're working with them to accomplish a goal, battling alongside them, I think I like that one. That sort of mission. One of my favorites. That'll do it. Oh, I missed the ram. Let's see, what else is there? There's one ship over here. Yeah, there it is. Actually, I think it's just those two ships. I just have to board them or sink them. Okay, one down, one to go. And this is only a medium difficulty fort, so mission associated with it is gonna be medium difficulty too. So these won't be too hard. The southern portion missions, naval contracts will be the hardest. Let these guys deal with that one now, while I focus on this guy here.
Load on all the sail we have.
I think I'm just gonna finish him off. Not even really worth. Okay, now there are more. These are just like the beginning ships. Okay, multi-part mission. Not bad, not bad. Oh, a man of war. Holy crap. Okay. That's gonna be interesting. Heavy shot's gonna be super important here.
Give the order, sir.
Okay, come on, come on. Get around the island, please.
Incoming fire! Swim the yards off the wind! Get those crews up!
Oh boy. Heavy shot from a man of war. Not cool.
We're ready, sir. Fire! Are the hooks tight? Loose on. Let us down. Fast shot. Shot the people out.
Reef the topsail and gather! Loose oil and twin shot to the wind!
Not bad. Okay, got him. Okay, that one not really worth doing. Just finish him off.
Ready to fire, Captain!
Board this one.
Up! Gallant! Wild! Start!
There we go.
Go! Heave ho! Heave! Heave!
Can't really find an angle at all. Per usual. Okay. Kill the scouts, get the flag, so let's go up top. Fighting these man of war ships are a multi-step process. Okay, this way.
Keep them back!
What's going on? Come on, Kenway, drop. Okay, here we go. Now on the right track. Oh, what is he doing? Did not tell him to jump there. There we go. One down. No. Damn it, Kenway. Come on. Couldn't even get to that guy. That's better. Okay, flag time. Destroy that. That's one thing. Now just the crews left. Man, this is a pretty complicated man of war. Finish off. There we go, and a quick way down. Definitely appreciate that. There we go. Took a lot to do. Very involved process taking down these man of war. It really feels like when you finish it off, like you accomplish something. Like it's a big obstacle to take down from both the naval combat perspective, but also just the boarding process. Really involved. These are essentially the boss battles of the game. It's really strange to see one in a like level 2 naval contract. Naval contract in a level 2 ship, or level 2 port rather. Wait, I keep using the wrong word. It's fort. Fort, yes. So this one's finished now. Go after this killer whale. The killer whale is connected to an upgrade I might want.
As much sail as you can! Control aloft! Man your sheets! Fire it, other! Tell me what is this tale, Bugsnake?
Uh-oh. 3 of them now.
Tell me now what is this good Bugsnake? Well now, me boys, we are bound out to sea.
Thankfully I'll be heading direction of my fort there. That'll help me out.
Windward Caroline, come down to me. She's lovely aloft and she's lovely below. But she's best on her back, as you very well know. Away.
I might also be able to outrun them. I'm not sure. Let's see. No, they are closing in slowly. So I'll just hang around my fort here and they'll allow me to give me some extra firepower to fight these guys off. Yeah, there they go.
Hands out, let's go! Cannon ready! Fire! They got helping coming, Cap! Fasten yourselves! Concentrate on the task at hand, sir! Within touch! Incoming fire! Keep a fire! Use the water armor! Fire! Look down the whole place, stop there! Fire! Ready to bomb!
Okay, not bad. So glad to have these forts. Took out 3 of those pirate hunters. I think I'll use this one to lower my wanted level back down.
Come the Arctic shrubs, there's killing to do! Cliffle terrorist and timber coming!
Looks like I can't board it.
You're all dead men! Run!
I can't board it from that side. I have to board it from this side. It's too close to the... I see.
Toss the mains! Muzzle them! Loose main sails! This sees themselves! Reel them in, me drum!
Bad angle. Can't get anything from here. Alright, standard procedure from here. Okay, 10 out of 10. So I like to stay in a little level 3, I suppose. 3 wanted levels, so I'm right at 4 right now. So lower that wanted level back down. Stay in a comfortable zone where ships keep coming at me, keep coming to me, and that way I keep getting the resources associated with them. But I'm also not overwhelmed constantly.
Let's get moving! Who's down? Man your shoots! Whiskey is the life of man. Whiskey, Johnny. Oh, whiskey is the life of man. Whiskey for my Johnny. Oh.
It's been a while since I've been back this part of the map. I've been to this middle portion, the sort of medium difficulty quadrants. Excited to finally be back around Nassau. Too often. Okay, let's harpoon this. Should be a killer whale if I'm not mistaken. Get a... craft something associated with this guy.
Hold tight, lads! Nice one!
Okay.
Keep an eye out for that fin.
Get one ready here. There it is.
He's coming for us! Straight ahead!
Oh dear. Okay, missed it.
No, he's angry, all right.
This one's difficult to see. The water there. Aha.
Forward! Forward!
Ah. There we go.
Captain. Off we go!
I don't know why I'm whiffing on these.
Nice one! The road's gone, sir!
Patience.
I think that's a pretty big target. Be easier to hit.
Heading at us!
No.
Larboard bow! That's it, lads! Steady!
Just barely.
Steady now, lads! Grand shot, Captain! It's weakening! He's got freed!
Where is it? There it is.
Larboard bow! It's coming for us!
Really difficult to see in that water. Like basically the last second you see him.
Dead ahead! Got him, Captain! Off we go! Finish him off, sir!
Okay. Kinda just wanna get this over with. Don't really like the whaling portions of the game. Just wanna get them for the upgrades and that's it. Crafting. So which one is it? Associated killer whale. Okay, I got this. I got the second one. As soon as I can craft again, I don't know when I can get that dart pouch number 2 upgrade. Pouch allows Edward to carry 5 additional berserk and sleep darts. Really good upgrade. Love those really effective berserk darts, especially sleep darts I use all the time as well. So, heading this way. Can finally get this chest here, or for some reason I didn't pick it up.
Aloft, lads! Check those royals!
I think now I'm back in the groove of things as far as the game after coming back from that break. Even though I'm not playing as much before, I'm on a reduced schedule. In general, I'm back in the groove of the the gameplay loop, as it were. That's the term. The sort of rhythm of the game. Ebb and flow of the action and the story. It's just some sort of, it's just a sort of rapport that you develop with the game, depending on what you want to do with the game. Yeah, everyone's will be slightly different. Mine will be largely exploration based. Just doing stuff as I go. And with this game, because its story is so loose and the distances between the pertinent mission moments are so far apart, basically, for me, I'm deciding to go after every single mission as soon as they come up. Whereas in other Assassin's Creed games or open world games, I might not always go after the main mission, pursue more of the side quests. Go back to my most common example of Assassin's Creed 3. Going back to that example as a contrasting example, because I feel like that Assassin's Creed 3 had a much stronger story to the point where it basically dominated the experience or monopolized it to a negative effect. It was overbearing to a point. So it's a good contrasting example to this game. So Assassin's Creed 3, because the story was so The story was such an overbearing part of the overall experience. There's so much story and pace to a point where, you know, very close in the map, very close, you know, between areas where you need to go. And it was a very, you know, long script with very little in between. If you just pursued the story, it'd still take a long time. Whereas here, if you just pursued the story, Assassin's Creed 4, if you just pursued the story, nothing else, and you just fast traveled in between, you probably finish the game very quickly compared to Assassin's Creed 3. That's what I mean. So in Assassin's Creed 3, because the story was so involved and so directing of the overall experience, you know, guiding you through where you need to go, in the map, the overworld, and the various locations in the game. In that game, my rhythm with the experience, as far as side quest, exploration, and pursuit of the narrative, fairly different compared to this game. To a point where I would, you know, deliberately veer off from the narrative just to get a break from the narrative, from the story missions. I mean, whereas here, I need to pursue the story missions, the main missions, as a break from the exploration. It's a totally different flow of gameplay here. Okay, so another one of these diving sequences. 7 chests, 2 animus. It's interesting that before this game, I hadn't even heard of the concept of this diving bell. Like, I didn't know it was a thing that a tool that was used to aid with diving in history, earlier portions of human exploration. All right, so it's the closest place. All right, I can make a path through here, I guess. This one, and this one. Oh, whoops. Didn't want to do that. Careful here, there's jellyfish don't look very friendly, poisonous. I might actually look up like the history of diving and how diving bells functioned and how effective they were. Now, before we had diving suits, it makes sense that something like diving bell would be the method to allow people to dive down, at least in shallow type of water. Okay, shark there. Careful. Okay, next one. Might need to get this air. Oh dear. Perfect timing, Kenway. Perfect timing. worse is there are like absolutely no places to hide here. So it's like, yeah, you're totally screwed. Okay, here's a place, finally. At least they aren't full of dangerous eels like they were the other ones. Okay. Let's take this one next. It's a dead end. Yeah, maybe. Aha, okay, gotcha. Diving in these shipwrecks must be incredibly dangerous because you could easily get lost, kind of like a labyrinth. Don't want to go that way. Okay. Where is this thing here? Animus fragment. Ah, there it is. Well, it's somewhere in here. Come on, Kenway, go, 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 go! Go! Jeez. Go inside, please. Inside the ship. I was. Oh. Alright. Trying to get in here, but. Totally failing. Yep, okay. Where the heck is that fragment? Fragment really killed me there. Trying to find that thing. Try again. Okay. Alright, where was that thing? How do you actually get to it? From here, okay, I didn't see this before. Doesn't help that the controls are so wonky that it's like almost impossible to get away from the shark once they spot you. Some of these areas, like they're nowhere near a hiding spot, so it's not like you can hide at all. Basically, just have to get the heck away from a shark. Just have to hope that they don't see you, which is not a great strategy. Come on, come on, come on. Kenway. Alright, where is the next barrel here? Or let's go to that one. Ah, man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I like these diving experiences. They're just not really all that fluid. Ironically speaking, like very difficult to get anywhere. Difficult to move around. Not enough hiding spots. Like not conducive to any sort of stealth whatsoever. Most of the time, you're going to be just out in the open, like I am now. There need to be better hiding spots here. There need to be better ways to hide, rather, than what the game offers you. And then I think this would have been a better experience. Okay, next one. Here. It's so difficult to turn around. Make any sort of quick movements. So, you know, to begin, when I first saw these diving sequences, which introduced fairly late in the game compared to other stuff, gotta say, they're exciting, they're pretty cool. I think that was largely attributed to the way they were made, or the way that one was structured. Very directed. Well, this one's just more open. And that one was. Just gotta get back to the diving bell, that's it. Okay. There we go. So I think the whole diving sequence thing doesn't work very well, not very conducive to a more open version of it. Where there is a directed path with with very deliberately placed hiding spots, deliberately placed enemies, I think it works a lot better. But when you're out in the open trying to fend for yourself, trying to, you know, just scrape through the bare minimum, or the barely existing barely existent hiding spots, I think it's just too wonky, too difficult. Not that fun anymore. Well, maybe they'll change later on. Right now, that's how I feel about them. Okay, we got a brig, schooner. Alright. This one worth taking down? Yeah, kind of.
Pretty one's mine. Bring them in for a speedy case.
Okay, so I'm gonna wind down the stream from here. I think try do one more mission maybe. See how it goes. Alright, that's the last one. What was I doing? I need to get to this island, this little island here, and the mission will be right afterwards there. Also haven't done the fort in this area. I haven't unlocked that one. So I think I'm going to do this one chest here and then call it a stream. And then we'll work on this quadrant afterwards. Maybe I will work on the fort first, and then do the main mission right afterwards. Yeah, I remember that fort. That fort gave me some trouble earlier on. And that was back when the sort of natural gating of the game, of the overworld, the difficult enemies and difficult obstacles, stuff that we can't really efficiently or effectively deal with in the earlier portions of the game. That's an example of type of gate or deterrent meant to keep you away from certain parts of the world. And that's a good way the game can naturally funnel you through the world. It kind of guides you through natural means, rather than in the past Assassin's Creed games would put up just straight up walls that you can't cross. And occasionally we do see that stuff in the game. I've seen some of those walls around like areas that are directly related to story missions. It makes sense that those specific areas you can't get to yet. I think that's mostly fine, as long as you're not cutting off like huge portions of the map with walls. So you're only cutting off individual locations before you can reach them. In the past, Assassin's Creed would cut off very large locations. Okay, that was the island. I think what I'm going to do is the fort next, then the main mission. The fort will unlock this area. Should do this one as well. And then I'll leave only the level 3 forts. These 3 dots here. The hard forts. You can see on the map, Charlotte is considered hard. And hard. These are considered medium difficulty. Cruz, Castillo de Hagua, Castillo de Hagua, considered medium. So, I think, as I said, good time to end it here. Not much of a bang to end it, but at least you can consider that I did most of the brunt work as far as the exploration. Just the travel time, getting all the way from there to here, doing various odds and ends along the way. Got that over with in this stream. The next part, I will get right on to this area and then the next main mission. So, with that, I will say goodbye. I will say, if you want to watch all the archives up until this point, catch up to where we are now, you can go to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/YamsterSam. And if you want to follow me over on Twitter, you can go to twitter.com/YamsterSam. Follow me there. It's a good place to know, besides just following me about random things, but also a good place to get updates on the stream itself. And if you're watching on YouTube and want to know where my Twitch is, that's twitch.tv/YamsterSam. You can follow me there. You can watch me live and interact with me as well. We can talk about the game directly live rather than you just watching me talk about the game myself. I would very much like to talk about the game or any game with other people, have a two-way discussion rather than a one-person analysis. Someday we'll get to that point, but for now I think I will sign off and I'll see you in the next stream later.